I'm on the worst reading slump of my life. I've not finished a single book. Not this month, this year. How did I do 46 books last year? I don't know, but actually I do know the root to my problem, and that reason is Miss Rebecca Yarros. My beef. Right, listen. So Fourth Wing, the first book in the Empyrean series, wasn't one of my favorite fantasies, favorite books I've ever read, because you know what, I'm easily entertained. When there is yearning and enemies to lovers done properly and a good, you know, shadow daddy, I'm there. You're giving me the second book that's so long, so political, so repetitive, so boring. It takes me 3 months to finish, and I'm like, okay, that was a boring book, we're coming back. Because of that cliffhanger that happened, we're coming back and it's gonna be different this time. I spoke about this on my last vlog, my thoughts and feelings on this book. I can't bring myself to continue reading this book. That's how bad it is right now. I'm not even halfway through. I'm close to halfway through, but so far, guess what? Nothing has happened so far, and it's really making me sad because I had such high expectations for this series, because again, Fourth Wing was so just life-changing as a reader. That book really changed me, you know. It just did. Okay, I don't have to explain myself. I keep saying, okay, and I might be right, but I don't think Fourth Wing was written by the same person that wrote Iron Flame and Onyx Storm. That is my theory. There, I said it. They seem like completely different series to me. It just doesn't feel the same at all. Purely at this point, I'm only reading it for Zayden, because I just love him no matter what, and I want to see what happens, because there's apparently a major cliffhanger at the end and I really want to know what it is. But at this point, it's currently sitting on my nightstand just staring at me. That was my thoughts and feelings on that, which made me kind of take a break because I was driving myself crazy, and I started reading The Guest by Emma Cline. I started this like a couple of days ago and it's been going well. I mean, I'm on page 102, which, considering I was in a slump, I think it goes pretty well. It's about girl that she used to live in New York. Now she's dependent on her sugar daddy. They live in Long Island. I believe it's Long Island. And he decides that he just doesn't want to be with her anymore. He thinks that they should take some time apart, but she has no friends. She alienated everyone. No money, no job. She basically has nothing. She hates herself. She cares too much about how people view her, especially strangers, for some reason. She's sure that she doesn't fit in to that sugar daddy's world. She's definitely delusional, and it's kind of giving so far. Do you remember in Sex and the City when Carrie went to this Upper East Side party with Mr. Big, and he says to her, don't be a bitch, and she says, I'm not being a bitch, I'm just being myself. She goes out to smoke and finds Jeremiah, the more like to her class type of person, and they kind of bond over the fact that they were at the party with all these uptight people and just like rich, just boring people. Yeah, that's exactly what it's given. The sugar daddy cuts her off. He's throwing a party in 6 days, and she is determined to win him back because she's so just, she has such low standards for herself. I'm sure he'll miss me. He will change his mind by then. So she tries to stay in Long Island 6 days until that party. Thing is that she has no money, no friends, no job, no nothing, no accommodation. Where is she gonna stay? What is she gonna do? How is she gonna survive those 5-6 days that she has until that party? And who knows what's gonna happen at the party. I've acquired some new products the past few days. First, we have this perfume right here. This is Un Jardin en Méditerranée by Hermès. One of my friends gave this to me. Love you, Pookie. It smells like summer and a garden, a mountain in Greece with all like these trees around, and the main note is fig, I believe, and it just smells like summer in a bottle, and I love it so much. I just love fig. I'm obsessed with fig scents lately, I don't know why. And I've also just got this, the Aven Sickle Feet Repairing Protective Cream. If you don't know, I recently started taking Accutane for my acne, which you can't really say now. It's only been 2 weeks. But the main thing is that I'm really seeing my skin getting drier and drier every single day. Not to the point that it's unbearable. Like, I can definitely just moisturize it with the regular cream and be fine. It's just some parts of my face are unbearably dry, like around here. Putting makeup on this morning was disgusting experience. It was horrible. Around here, around my nose, on my nose, it's not good. You know, I love my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream so much, which I realized I've been using the body one for my face, but I don't care because it just works. But I thought until payday, which is a bit expensive, I'm gonna get the Avent one. I've not used it. I've heard so many things about it though. This is what she looks like. I just like my creams to not smell of anything. Oh, it smells like base, just cream. It's like a nice moisturized look to it. Maybe I'm just like a victim of capitalism, I don't know. I'm gonna clean up my mess because I was filming a haul for TikTok. I did change my shelves yesterday. I thought this is like my main, like, nice looking big deeper shelf with all of my nice things on top, like perfume, jewelry and stuff. I'm on my literary fiction era. I've been loving just seeing my literary fiction books in here. I used to have my romances in here, but I don't know, I'm just trying different things right now. Let me show you what I did to my shelves because I'm really happy with the way they look. So again, on this main fiction shelf, I put all of the fictions that I'm most excited to read. I've only read like a couple of these. I know it's embarrassing, but I really want to get to all of these soon. And some of the classics, which I just thought they looked cool there. Some more just modern fiction. My favorite book, like, I will defend Daisy Jones to the day I die. I keep saying this. This is the only book I read twice, and I would probably read it again. And then this is where all my hardbacks live. I'm most excited about this one and this one. And then here we have my favorite series, those series that make me who I am. Okay, questionable on this one, as we talked about. More fantasy down here and some more fantasy down here. Magnolia Parks all here, and then some of my favorite romance authors like Emily Henry, Abby Jimenez. More romance and some dark romance over there, and just like some random books. I really don't know what's going on with the shelf. And then we have some of my favorite books in the beginning as well. Ellie Hazelwood, Boys of Tommen, and then some more random ones that I really want to get to soon. Alice Silver, just some more like cowboy spicy books, and some summer ones here, and the Windy City series, but only the first 2 books. And down there is my thrillers and mysteries. This is the only little bit I have because I don't think I'm scared. Okay, so they're there. Yeah. Good morning, bestie. Happy Saturday. The weather is amazing and it just puts me in such a good mood, you know. I've got company today. I'm going shopping and I'm gonna take you with me. All I want to do is find Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli's second one in the Heartless Hunter whatever duology. It came out a few days ago, so I want to go get that because I really like the first one. I want to get grapes because I'm really craving grapes. I want to pop into Lush. I think that's it. We'll see how the day goes. And I want to get an iced coffee. Of course. Like, this weather is making me so happy. Outfit of the day, the top is Aritzia, the jeans are PLT, the belt is vintage Trussardi. It's my mom's, so thank you, Mom. And we're gonna be wearing Hermes en Jourdain en Méditerranée because this is a summer perfume and it's spring already. So this has like fig, lemon, like you're spending summer in Greece or Italy. That's what it reminds me of. Well, obviously it says Mediterranean, so I'm so happy. Okay, let's go. I'm back home. I changed into something a little bit more comfortable because obviously I'm gonna stain my good expensive white top from Aritzia. I made a cup of coffee. Tell me this is not the best mug that you've ever seen in your life. I'm so sad because the coffee I brought back from America is done. That was the last ever cup. It was from Target and it was the vanilla almond, toasted vanilla almond, something like that. Listen to this. This was like the best shopping day because I went in early because I went to a mall and it's a Saturday payday weekend, so you can imagine. So I went early, so it wasn't that busy, and I was really craving an iced honey latte, which we don't have here in the UK for some reason. And I was like, oh, that'd be so nice because I had one in New York and it was just so good. It was one of the best lattes ever. And I will go to Blank Street. I usually go to Starbucks, but I thought I'd change it up a little bit because I always go to Starbucks. And they had a honey macadamia latte. This was a very good start to the day. I got Waterstones. You knew what I wanted to get. You knew. I got the Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. I'm planning on starting this either tonight or tomorrow, depending on where I'm gonna finish the book I'm reading right now, which I'm gonna show you in a minute. It's one of the few times that the UK cover has surely surpassed the American version because this cover, it's everything. It's one of the prettiest covers I've ever seen. Even the art in the book is beautiful. The first one I read in 2 days. It was so bingeable. It was amazing, but I read it on my Kindle. I think I have to go watch like a little spoiler video on TikTok of the first one because I don't really remember a lot that happened. But they did have it on buy one get one half price, which was the thing I was manifesting because it just came out in paperback. I don't know why, but everybody right now releases their books as a hardback and it's really getting on my nerves. And about a year later they come out in paperbacks, and when they do, they go on buy one get one half price. Which this is what happened with the Crimson Moth. I've already read this. I just really wanted to have it in my collection because I was really inspired by this. But also just released in paperback, which I'm so excited. Green Dot by Madeline Gray. I've been seeing this like in hardback on display for quite a while, but I never really cared to just see what it's about. You can judge me if you want to, but this is about a workplace romance, forbidden affair, and just boredom in the corporate world. I don't know. I thought it'd be entertaining for me, okay? Don't judge me. Gillian Anderson said it's dazzling. And if it's one thing, I'll trust my girl, Gillian. I'm actually kind of excited about this because I've been trying to get more into fiction, and a lot of fiction is very hit and miss for me. Like there's some things like, for example, Daisy Jones. You all know at this point that I love Daisy Jones. It's a 6-star, but other things like The Guest by McLean, where was the plot in that one? You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of fiction just has no plot. It's just things happening but nothing substantial going on to like grip me and have me right there, you know? So I'm kind of having high hopes for this one. I also went into Lush and I got a bath bomb. I got Butterball light butterfly film that smells good enough to eat. Ooh, I'm not crazy about the smell. Like it smells fine. It just has that milky white color that I decided at my 27 years of age that I want all my baths to look like Cleopatra's baths. If they don't look milky white, I don't want to get on it. Because I had a bath bomb and it was the 420, I believe, that they brought out a couple years ago. It was kind of meant to be like relaxing because it's 420, you know, and it was green. That bath did not look appealing to me. And I wanted to get Snuggles, the body wash, but they're so expensive and I thought I'd be mindful for once. So I went to Boots. That's when I got the Dove Pampering Shea Butter and Vanilla. I've never seen this before. It's new apparently. It smells delicious. And I do really like the Dove body washes. And I also got the Pantene Silky and Glowing Shampoo. I've been back to my Pantene game. I know they said a lot of things about they've got silicones and sulfates. So what? Like if it works, it works. It's just hair at the end of the day. And if it works for my type of hair, it works. I mean, the silicones, I need the silicones. I don't know why, but every time I use a sulfate-free shampoo, my hair is drier than ever. Don't know why. But I feel like my hair is really used to things like that. and it really works. And I have a lot of hair and it's really frizzy, so. And then I've been waiting for this. I got the Patrick Ta blush in the shade Not Too Much. I saw my girl Melissa using this, and how many times am I gonna talk about her in every single video? We get it. But we have pretty much like the same complexion, so I thought I'd try this because I never tried a Patrick Ta blush. And once again, when I went to New York, I'm never gonna shut up about it, okay? I touched one, like I swatched them. It's the most pigmented thing I've ever tried, but I decided to go for the Merit one instead, which kind of makes me regret it because I don't really love the Merit one. It's very sheer, like I have to really build it up, and for $30 I don't feel like it's worth it. So I got this one where I had a code on Cult Beauty. Oh, she looks beautiful. Look at that. It looks very pinky on camera, but it's like a nudie pinky. It's not too pink. It's gonna have got like a pinky peachy one. Oh, it has a little, oh stop, I'm gonna cry. Let's try it on. Okay, I do have the Rhode Toasted Teddy, so it's gonna have to go on top. So it's not gonna be like the proper color. Oh, I can see the hint of peach in here. You only the tiniest bit. I see it, okay? Call me victim of capitalism. And now the powder on top. I mean, it is pigmented. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but I have like a blotch of blush in here. Ooh, she's blushed. Oh yeah, because I'm using the wrong brush. This is my cream one. You need the tiniest bit of that. This is gonna last a few years. Patrick Ta, I see you and I know what you're doing. Now can I need a shade? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is going to my everyday compartment. I miss a powder blush. I always go for cream blushes, but then I always kind of have to set it with something on top, or it just looks very like glowy or not enough a lot of the times. I feel like, oh my god, I love it so much. I was in such a shopping high this morning, I'm not even kidding. I was high from the sun, I was high from my iced honey latte, and I was high from shopping at 10 a.m. in a mall with not many people in. I was high on my Daisy Jones on my headphones because I was listening to the album again. Call me obsessed. That album is probably one of my all-time favorites because there's not one song in this album that I don't freaking love. But let's talk about the book that I've been currently reading. I really needed that. I've been reading Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. I've seen just so many mixed reviews, but the 5-star reviews that I've seen of this, I just knew I was gonna like it. It's kind of right up my alley, what I love. Yeah, I love them. I love them. Very hit and miss with Miss Ali Hazelwood. There's some books that I love, some books not so much. My favorite so far from hers is Bride. I love Bride, and there is a second one coming out. My least favorite was Not in Love, that came out last year. I did not like that, but this one I was very skeptical. I was like, well, I'm gonna like it because it's a little bit lengthy. I binged over 200 pages yesterday. Is it pulling me out of my reading slump? This is gonna be the 3rd book that I finished this year, and we're in March. So that should tell you how bad it's been. Is it like every other romance, college romance that you've ever read? Probably. But what's so wrong about that? Sue me, I love a good college romance. I mean, I think it's college. They're in college, right? He's a little bit older than her. He's got a full sleeve of tattoos. He is Swedish. He's a swimmer. She's a diver, but she suffers from athlete's trauma or something. She did something whilst in a competition. She failed, and since then she's not been able to do the same move. She still has PTSD from what happened, but she doesn't really tell anyone. She kind of gives it to herself. She's very to herself kind of person, but he brings a lot out from her. He makes her feel really safe, and she just feels herself. How they meet is a very funny story, which I would love to get into, but I don't want to give too much away. It's just fun, and he's he is really nice. He's a man of fiction. Like, you would not find that person in real life, and that is okay. No, actually that is not okay, but it's okay to feel those things about a fictional man. Okay, I validate your feelings. I do. Good morning, happy Sunday. I just came back from, you guessed it, the mall again. I had a phone call with my doctor. I'm currently on Accutane. I started it a month ago and it's currently going very well. She said because my blood tests were good, she's gonna up my dose to double what I've been taking. And basically I'm gonna get a lot more dry. I get really dry around my lips, my nose, and my T-zone specifically. I don't know why. I got like stressed and I went and bought a a new one of the Ultra Repair Cream by First Aid Beauty. If you saw my, was it January favorites? I did state that this is probably my all-time favorite base moisturizer, and currently I stand by that. I got it when I was in New York. I know, there it is again. I loved it so much, so I had to go and get it. They're different though. Can you see it? Like, even the packaging is different and some of the ingredients as well. It's not crazy. I don't think so, honey. The one that I just finished has some ingredients that this one doesn't even have at all, and this one has less quantity of some ingredients than this one does, if that even makes sense. I loved this one, so hopefully this will do the same thing, I hope. Did you guys know that this is like a face and body cream? And this is a mini size, a travel size. I didn't even know that. I thought it was just a face moisturizer and it just came like that. But apparently it's for all over. But it works. And I also did go and get the same coffee that I got yesterday that you saw from Blank Street. I just kept thinking about it. That honey macadamia nut, whatever that was, it was so good.
Sorry, I'm having trouble. Please try in a little while.
I don't think so. Sweet. I'll go finish my book, and I feel like today's the day that I'm gonna continue reading Onyx Storm. There, I said it. I feel like it's her time to be completed and be done with and put back on the shelf. We're done with her. So change my bed sheets. I'm feeling like a crisp white cloud vibe, so that's what we're gonna do. I've been watching Daisy Jones for the third time. Yeah, I know. But I thought I'd do a little March TBR because I've not done a TBR video in so long, purely because I just don't stick to the TBRs anymore. I never actually really used to. This is more realistic right now because I've been in a reading slump. I thought I'd just take it easy. First of all, I want to finish Deep End either tonight or tomorrow. Depends how the editing goes because I really need to edit. So I don't have that much left. I have like a little over 100 pages left. And it's really easy to get through. So hopefully we'll get done with this today or tomorrow. It's time to finish Onyx Storm. I am on page a little over 200 pages. This is the other edition that I have. The one that I'm actually reading is on my nightstand. I know it's excessive, but I thought I needed both versions, and I don't really like it that much so far. It's very much giving Iron Flame, and I didn't like Iron Flame. It's just nothing matches to the first book. Anyway, we've talked about this before. We're not going to talk about it again. I'm itching to read The Rebel Witch by Kristen Ciccarelli. I just been saying Ciccarelli, I don't know why. The second one into the Crimson Moth duology. The first one, read it in 2 days. It was so good. The stakes are high. The stakes are high. A rebellion is gonna go on. The two main characters are in the two different sides of the rebellion. And if it's something about me, I am obsessed with just rebellions in books and people being on different sides of the rebellion. I've just been very obsessed with that. And talking about rebellions, I want to talk about very briefly about my new favorite show. I'm not one to love or be obsessed with an animated show. Hear me out. It's a little old. I just finished watching Shira and the Princesses of Power. Hear me out on this one. I know the show came out in 2018, but if you want to experience slow burn, like they say the show is for kids, it's not for kids. Slow burn, friends to enemies to lovers, yearning, I don't even know how to describe it. They're warrior princesses, they're not just regular princesses. It's just everything and more. It's my new hyperfixation. I may or may not have downloaded a couple fanfics, but it's happening, okay? We have to accept that it's happening and I need to get through it, okay? So this is gonna do about a rebellion. Just like the show that I told you, there is a rebellion going on. So, and lastly, to just keep it a little bit, you know, diverse, we have a lot of fantasy going on. I feel like I'm gonna read Green Dot by Madeline Gray. Something about this book makes me really want to pick it up, and it's an office-based romance. I told you what it's about on my haul. I really want to pick this up, and it's not even that long. It's like 350 pages. Monthly TBR. Hopefully we'll get through it, because I've been in a really bad slump, as I've told you before, and it's really pissed me off because I read a goal of 55 books for this year, which I don't think is happening. So I actually had to admit it to myself, go on my Goodreads and drop it down to 40 books is good. Like, we're reading for pleasure. Thank you so much for watching today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next week.